side with the side that you put first,
So 42 first.
which is s squared or 42 squared. Okay, remember that from your old geometry days?
Yeah.
That those two have to match. Okay, little s, big S, whatever your angle is. Okay. Now the other two just fall into place. Wouldn't this be like the Pythagorean theorem, p squared plus r squared minus 2pr? So those two letters go here and here, and then this one goes first and last. If you do it in that order, you'll get it right. If you scramble it, you could mess it up. Okay? But if you do it in that order, you're good. All right? That's law of cosines. Now, all you want to do is plug in the goodies, and let's see what happens. 7 squared minus 2 times 28 times 37 cosine of capital S. And here's what I like to do. I like to do this in stages when I type this in. Instead of all at once and don't make a mistake, I like to just do 42 squared first. Okay? Now, 42 squared off the top of your head, that's pretty hard.
1764.
Yeah. So, here's where you bring in the calculator, because I don't want you to square numbers this big in your head. I want you to bring in the calculator to do these. So 42 squared is 1764, of course. These two added together are 2153. And this conglomeration right here is 2072 cosine S. So I just like to do my groups first. Just get all that organized. Okay? But Mr. Wade likes to keep his cosines positive, right? So why don't we take this and add it over to the other side? That would be wise. So if you add it over, it's 2072 cosine S. Subtract the 1764 back over from this number, and you end up getting 300 and something, 89. Okay? And then you simply divide both sides by 2072. And you get this fraction right here. And let's see what that is on the calculator, all right? Type it in. Okay? Only a bright human being can get this far with your knowledge. But after this, a cat or a robot can do it. Okay? Type in the numbers and divide.
Cat?
Okay? I'm a robot. All right?
You what, cat?
I can push buttons on a calculator. And you should get this number right here. And if you remember, from all the stuff we did in challenges and the vectors, remember you always go to 5 places at first, right? At least. Until you get to the answer, and then you chop your answer to 3. So that is the number right there. Does anybody know what cosine goes between when you graph it? By the way? Cosine.
1 and
Between
negative.
1 and yeah. As low as -1, as high as +1. Is that valid?
Yeah.
That's between -1 and 1. That's good. If you got cosine S equals 78, you got a problem. How does cosine get up to 78 when it can't go past 1? No good. Okay? So you better get a point and then some number that's less than 1, greater than -1. Okay? So we're good. All you have to do now
Inverse
is to
cosine.
right. So everybody do second cosine. Right? And second, do you know about the A and S button for answer? Right, using the previous answer, so you don't have to retype in the whole decimal again. So second cosine, second ANS, which is right above the negative at the very bottom right corner. And then you use second answer, and sure enough, it does it for you. And let's do squigglies here. And it is approximately, and now this is a final answer, so you chop to how many places? 3 places. And that angle is about 79.179 degrees right there, and you got it. Okay? Is that right? And then make sure that you are in degrees mode. Okay? All right, does that make sense? Okay, law of science, law of cosines. Okay, now let's turn over to the back page. We'll play a little game here. It looks like a lot, but it's actually a little. All right, it's everybody's favorite animal, snake. Who doesn't like the black mamba?
I don't like snake. Yeah, no.
Unless you're actually pressed next to it. I don't know. Well, it's behind glass. Okay.
You ever been this?
And we're back. All right. Now it's time to play a new game in Mr. Wade's class called How Many Triangles? Giving like an old theme song. All right. Now, how many triangles are there? All right. Let's see. Mr. Wade has provided us with 3 toothpicks. Okay. actually.
One.
We have a 3, a 5, and a 10. Let's, we can say they're inches, okay? It's a big toothpick. Okay? So, picking my teeth from out here. All right? Or they could be feet, maybe they're feet. Maybe it's a 3-foot toothpick, a 5-foot toothpick, and a 10-foot toothpick.
Or yards.
Well,
Or miles.
Mile, okay, so this.
Or
All right?
googles.
Now, can you make a triangle out of those 3? And if so, how many triangles can you make?
One.
All right? Anybody else?
No.
Always have to draw this out, why don't we?
Infinity.
There's the 10 one, there's the longest. 3. Not bad. 5.
That's none.
I have some concerns.
You can't make it, because it's gonna be a longer distance, and add 5 and 3 is only 8.
If you add 5 plus 3, that's only 8. How does that reach 10? Can't reach it, all right? You can't do it, all right? You have to have at least, well, something bigger than 10. Even 5 and 5 wouldn't do it, because if it was 5, 5, and 10, it'd just be a line, right? Okay? It's kind of like you're making a tent here, okay? With 5, 5, and 10, there's no 10. You have to have these two add to exceed 10. You can even have 10.1, you have a little triangle at least, okay? So, if you add the 2 smallest sides, I mentioned this in geometry, if you add the 2 smallest sides, in this case, they do not exceed, they are not greater than the longest, so that is impossible, right? You can't reach, all right? So therefore, if you go way over here to the left, there's only a little space there in the paper, just put a big 0 right there, okay? 0 triangles, all right? Now, let's take 3 snakes. We have the classic scarlet king snake, which looks just like the poisonous coral snake, but it's not poisonous.
Red on black, okay, Jack.
Yeah, that's right, yes, remember that? Yes, red on black, okay, Jack? Okay, and now, over here you have a coral snake, and then right in the middle we have the mamba, whose bite will kill you in less than 30 minutes. So do not get bitten by a mamba. Of course, you'd be out in the bushes in Africa if you were getting bitten by a mamba anyway. All right? So, please avoid those in the future, kids. All right, drawing over here.
5 minutes.
Of course, the mamba has nothing on the box jellyfish that will kill you in 3 minutes.
The what?
Box jellyfish.
No, you know the snails that live in the ocean that can kill you in less than 10 seconds?
Everybody done.
They shoot out like.
I'm gonna give
You die from bleeding out, not being shot.
I'm gonna give you some gum in a second. Yeah, all right. Okay. Now, does 7 plus 8 exceed 12?
Yes.
Absolutely it does.
Let's not talk about
Okay?
that.
And there's only one way you can put the snakes together, so that's 1. So if I give you 3 sides, it's either going to be 0 or it's going to be 1 of the 2. Okay? That's it.
Pretty mad snakes.
All right? Okay. Now, let's check out the next one. Let's draw it first.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
There's an angle.
Okay, that's all right. Capital A, B, C. Make yourself a triangle first. Okay, now, we do have an angle. 55 degrees is here. 32.5 goes over here, and then the bottom is 28.2, right? You know what? We could check it with the what? Law of sines, exactly. Sine of 55 over 28.2 would have to equal sine of B over 32.5. I wonder if that's possible. I don't know, what do you think? Well, if you solve it out, you get the sine of B is approximately 0.94406. Sine must be between 1 and 1. 1 and -1. You don't even have to do the inverse sine of this one. You can just stop right there and go, you know what? You can make this triangle because that is true right there. Now, sine equals 78 again is too big. You can't do it. Okay? So that's a winner. And here's the sneaky part about this, though. Very sneaky. Just for your information, FYI, here's what B is. If you did the inverse sine, it's about this right here, roughly. Okay? There is another angle out there, though. Remember the sine graph? Remember where this is right here?
Oh, there's also negative.
That's pi, otherwise known as how many degrees? 180. This one's right down the middle. 90, or pi over 2, right? And I'm asking you where the sine is equal to 0.9, right? Okay? At the very top, what is the sine equal to at the very top? 1. So where is the sine equal to 0.9? Wouldn't that be like kind of like through here? Well, one of those places is about 70. But isn't there a mirror image on the other side?
What's it?
Somewhere else, and yeah, if you just find the difference between 90 and 70 and add it onto the 90, on the other side, it is approximately 109.255 in that 1/10 azimuth. So you get 2. Now, do you have to do this? No, you don't have to do this at all. But I'm trying to show you something here. If the law of sine works, it is automatically 2 possibilities, not 1. So you must put 2 for this one. Believe me, there's another example out there. Can you picture taking B and making it obtuse to 109? You could actually make this obtuse, still get the 55 in over here, and still get the 32.5. It could just look like this. So there's a place for the door to be open here, and also acute. There are 2 possibilities. Okay? So for that one, look at that picture. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. Okay, now, 2 possibilities. Now, in the next one, I'll go ahead and tell you. The next one, when you do the sine, you get approximately 1.05631. Problem?
Yeah.
Yes, sine cannot go above 1. So when you get that, you get 0. So if I give you the sides, it's either 0 or 1. If I throw in an angle, it's either 0 or 2. That's it. That's all I have to do. Okay? And then the last one, we won't do that. And for the last one, you got 3 angles. If you have 3 angles, wonder how many ways I could draw this. That would be an infinite number of possibilities. Because you can grow that triangle as big as you want, the angles never change, but the sides do change. Infinite. Right? Oh gosh. Okay. Now the last one is a formula that you probably saw in the last benchmark on your sheet, but we never used it until now. Okay. And here it is. It's very simple. The triangle snakes. How do you find the area of this triangle if you do not know the height? Here's the trick. Archimedes found this magic S. The magic S is the perimeter divided by 2. Then if you take that magic S and you do this formula, and A, B, C on the sides, and you put it into that magic formula, it will actually give you the area. And the answer is 26.906, and all you have to do is just plug in the calculator and hit enter.
What's the S?
Okay? The S is the perimeter over 2 always. The magic S.
What did you drive that?
There's a proof actually that I can show you if we have more time maybe next time. If you do that works it out. You can give me the height and do that again.
Okay, I got it. But I feel like I do.
That's right, sorry.